What is a complex sentence in writing? Imagine trying to tell a story with just short, simple sentences. It might feel choppy and hard to follow. Using only simple sentences can make your writing seem flat and less interesting. That's where complex sentences come in to add variety and depth. A complex sentence is a sentence that combines one main idea with additional information. It has at least one independent clause and at least one dependent clause. An independent clause is a complete thought that can stand alone as a sentence. For example, the character walked through the forest is a complete sentence because it has a subject and a verb and makes sense by itself. A dependent clause also has a subject and a verb, but it cannot stand alone. It leaves the reader asking, what happened because of that? For example, because she was afraid is a dependent clause. It needs the main part of the sentence to make sense. When you put them together, you get a complex sentence. Like this, because she was afraid, the character walked through the forest. This sentence explains why she was walking and adds more detail to your story. Complex sentences work by using words called subordinating conjunctions. These words connect the dependent clause to the independent one. Common words include because, although, while, since, if, when, before, after, and unless. These words show the relationship between the ideas. For example, although she was tired, she kept writing. The dependent clause comes first, and a comma separates it from the main part. You can also put the dependent clause after the main clause without a comma, like she kept writing although she was tired. Using complex sentences makes your writing more interesting and easier to follow. They help you show cause and effect, background details, or layered ideas. In dialogue, complex sentences can reveal a character's personality. A character who speaks in long, detailed sentences might seem thoughtful or educated. In descriptions, they let you build a richer picture of a setting or a character's feelings. For example, instead of saying, "The storm arrived," "The characters took shelter," you could say, "When the storm arrived, the characters took shelter." This shows the connection between the two events smoothly. Or you could say, "Because the power went out and the roads flooded, the family decided to stay home and tell stories." This adds layers of information without confusing the reader. But remember, balance is key. Too many complex sentences can make your writing feel dense and hard to read. Mix simple, compound, and complex sentences to create a lively rhythm. This variation keeps your reader interested and helps you control the flow of your story. Using complex sentences thoughtfully can make your writing clearer, more engaging, and more professional.